Oh look! I found a ruin. This is... What is this? Game? It's the Grand Mesa! Oh, okay, I didn't recognize it. There is one issue with all of this stuff on the map, and that the engine just has trouble rendering it sometimes. You may have noticed this white right angle here on a hexagon map. Why is there this square corner? I have no idea. If you've seen my other videos with Walter, where I'm just playing regular vanilla Civilization, you know that it's not my computer. I can render things just fine. Yes, I have all the graphical details set to low, but that's, again, for the sake of the size of this game, specifically. So it is this setup that is the issue. I don't think it's the mods, I believe it is the map, just having so many models here. And we will keep going. Gotta spot all those fish. Fish watching is one of the national pastimes of Batland. Is it Batland or Batlandia? I don't remember what I called it. Anyway, Central City. You have finished your scout. Ahead of schedule. Good job. That's probably because I left this guy working that. Yeah, you go make some culture. No, we need food. We need more food. You work the science. Yeah, the science and the food. There we go. It's gonna maybe we do want one. Again, Potter. Production 1.2. We just go boop, buy that. Boom! Double it to 2.4. All of a sudden these things super easy to produce. Like a granary. Yes. Okay, all kinds of good stuff. Metropolis. Gotham. Gotham could also use an upgrade. They could use a Potter. Cha-ching. And I'm probably going to be buying a lot of buildings in Gotham shortly. It depends on how the research goes. Just because next thing we really want is writing. Oh my gosh, 4 turns? Yeah, 62 science per turn. It's insane. Because Gotham is going to focus on building wonders. There are a lot of wonders to build in the ancient era, and the AI has their eye on them. Granted, they don't have them, turn 9 eye on them, but they have their eye on them. Okay. Settler. Head that way. And now this scout is free to go up this way. And you can go that way. And you can go up here. We're gonna have some overlap in the water. I don't mind too much. Oh, that was a mistake. Yep, that was a mistake. My bad. Although he can still reach it next turn because he's not actually stopped by the rivers. Go Scout powers. And we need to convince the remaining population to join one of our cities. It's great. They have all the food ever. You will never starve. You will never be want of free stuff, entertainment, gold. If you like science, if you're kind of one of those nerdy types, this is the place for you. Really, Metropolis is. This is the one city I have right next to a mountain, so you will be the site of not only the observatory but Machu Picchu as well. And where do we need to put this guy? This one extra food is not enough to get to 1 turn for a new citizen, so we need to buy more tiles. That's still not enough, really? Oh, that's because of you. Go another Lake Victoria. There we go. Much better. You should also have a Potter. Everybody, Potter. Bloodhaven needs a Potter. And I'm not sure. Do I want the granny? Plus 2 food. Yeah, might as well. Oh, you go over there. There we go. 1 turn. That's so much better. This would be a net gain in gold, right? I don't think this even costs anything. I think they were whoever designed some of these extra buildings. I don't I don't know the name of everyone other than the Crazy Scotsman's Omnibus. Which this is not from. This is from... I think, does it tell me which thing adds this? This would be so useful. Civilization Enhanced, I believe. Added this one. But it's a net cost in gold. Oh, right, because it uses clay. I see that. Stone +1 gold, marble +1 gold, clay +1 gold. That is a new resource added to the map. It's this brown looking stuff here. Clay. It's kind of an early game strategic bonus. It's not really strategic, you don't need it for units, so it's a bonus resource. More production focused bonus resource, which you don't really have a lot of. They're all food focused. Wheat and cows and sheep, it's all extra food. So clay is kind of nice. We'll make more use of that with let's see, I've got 2 scouts going there, I've got 3 scouts going that way. It's so hard to decide. Pick a direction and go. Same with the settler. Got you going, well, you're gonna hook around that way, so you should follow him and go straight down there. I think. You go over here. That's far enough. Just explore automated. You go over there. Spread out from Bloodhaven here. Along the water. Find more Krakatoa, Sripada. It's great. Let me double check. Citizens. Gotham, done. Metropolis, done. Central City, done. Bloodhaven, not done. Ooh, this is where it all breaks down, of course. It's that not every city can be as perfect as Gotham, Metropolis, and Central, so, you know, but everybody knew that, right? Everybody knows Bloodhaven is the problem child of the northeast corner of the United States. I don't know, in the DC universe anyway. Let's see, we can work the cows, that's not bad. What else do we have in range? Thankfully the 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah, that's anything you can see that of. Obviously the other Great Barrier Reef, it's no contest. So we'll go with that, just for the food. Why is this one only 4? Do you not have any? Oh, you have pearls instead of fish. I see, so this is more food, this one's more gold. I guess, I mean, +8 gold is nothing to sneeze at. I'll guess I'll accept it. We enhanced our religion, we got more citizens. And I think that's everything. How are we doing on unit supply? 2! We have 2. Let me get a settler up in Bloodhaven. So we can just keep going, pushing north. And I think I'm going to send one west of Metropolis. I've already got things wrapping around Central. Yeah, west of Metropolis sounds good. Go. Part of the difficulty in this game is going to be keeping track of where I sent my settlers 5 hours later. I often found myself doing that a lot when testing this, is I would send somebody somewhere, forget I sent somebody there, and then try to send someone there again. Right. I don't know if this track is like on the music scale and not with the rest of the speech. I listened to the recording from the previous recording, and sound was great. The technology quotes heard loud and clear. This not so much. So I'm gonna give you a few moments. If you missed it, you can read that for yourself. Tile improvement, construction speed increased 25%, and 2 workers appear near the city. Boom! Free workers, just as we need them. You guys are gonna be busy. I need one of you to make a mine there. I need one of you to make a pasture here. Thank you. Choose production. Gotham, having finished the pyramids, can move on to... we don't have another... great thing. Of course. Because what we got... animal husbandry and mining. Necessary for masonry, to be fair. Mausoleum and the pyramids. Okay, Statue of Zeus. I'm gonna need honor before we can make that. How close am I? 1 away. Would like this. Honor is not a high priority policy, nor is the Statue of Zeus a high priority wonder for the AI, and somehow I have 2 pyramids here. Game? Did you forget that I built the mausoleum instead already? Okay. Cool. We have 2 pyramids in Gotham. Guys, this is fantastic. This is what an amazing feat of history and architecture. We have built 2 pyramids. You can see that the first one, they were trying something new. They thought, hey, why don't we do something dual purpose? Instead of just being some big tomb for a dead guy, someone who's clearly not nearly as important as Bruce Wayne, the absolute ruler of Batland. But in addition, we're going to use it as a dam along the river here to help control the water flow. Use it to flood, because this is not the Nile. It does not have reliable yearly floods to populate the surrounding farmland with rich sediment. So we need some control over that. That's what this pyramid serves. Then, taking the lessons learned in building this in both land and water, they then built the second, Pyramids 2.0, now fully in the water, out in the sea, so that people of the land could come up to experience this pyramid and go up and reach up and touch it and behold its glory. And then the people of the sea could do the same for this one. Because naturally we can't allow boat traffic here at the water's edge where the river comes in. That would just cause too much problem. So we put it out here for the fishermen to enjoy. That's the story behind that one. Mr. Scout, you have a problem in that your fellow Mr. Scout is kind of in your way. There's nothing I can really do about that. Settler, yes, out this direction. That is a fine spot for a city. You are correct, game. But it's a little too close to Metropolis. So we are going to move in a different... I think I should put a scout ahead of the settler, just in case. I know I talked about how the barbarians are not really a great big threat yet. Add more culture. Is that enough to get it? Oh! So close. So close. We're what, 6 short? Alright. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't want it that badly anyway. Totally did. I want it so bad. I want that next policy. Oh, I know. I need to actually wait and let them spread out. We're gonna run through all the policies too quick, and then I won't have anything to do. Except discover
Even
trapping.
brute beasts and wandering birds do not fall into the same traps or nets twice.
The stupid ones do. I have seen it happen. Okay, and this is what gives us the town square. Look at this thing. +2 production. Plus 10% production. A percentage of production and production per 2 citizens. So, 2 flat production. 10% flat out bonus production. And then an additional bonus production equal to half the population. Right? So plus 50% of population in production. That's how to read those symbols across there. Also plus 1 gold, plus 5% gold, plus 2 happiness, I don't know why it says both never capture and 66% capture chance. I don't know how that information goes together. But look at the cost. 3 hammers. This is fantastic. This is your city startup in a box. It's amazing. Overpowered? Yes. Yes, it is. But fantastic. Everybody gets it. So, in that sense, it is balanced. There is no requirement beyond the technology. It gives a little more power to trapping, which was kind of a weak tech, to be honest. Unless you're like desperate for happiness and you need that circus. I suppose that could be the case. This scout is gonna get that one, naturally, so this guy can move on. And you should move around this way. Now the question is, how much overlap do we really want here in the water? And I think the water is worth overlapping just to get those extra coastal cities. They're gonna get a lot from it. There are so many extra bonuses you get for being coastal, so many advantages, that I'm gonna overlap my cities here, just for that. Just in that instance, only overlapping across the water. In all other circumstances, going forward, we're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. And yeah, I see that here. We can only support 25, and we've gone over that by 1. Nuts. This is why I was tracking that unit supply. We get a 10% production penalty. It's awful. And this settler is a long ways from, well, resettling. So I don't see us losing a unit anytime soon. It also means we're not going to be buying any more for at least a few turns. Settlers, I know Civ 5 gave you 2 movement, but it just doesn't seem like enough. Alright, what else do we need to produce? Something in Gotham. We gotta build something. The town square is a joke. That I think we would actually we'd have so much overlap of hammers we actually lose out. So I'm just gonna buy that for 30 gold. And what's the most expensive thing we can? 52, 28, 70. That's probably the one. 42. Yeah, Sculptor's Guild. Like the Sculptor's Guild. This we need to change. We need to collect a missionary next turn. We can spread our Batmania to Metropolis and Central City. And actually, this warrior might serve a purpose here. It's going to be a while till these cultural borders move towards the middle. And I would really like to not have a barbarian camp spawn right here. That would be a bad day for my workers and nearby settlers. Speaking of which, you still have movement. And I think that's everybody. No. You're still gonna move. I know those would have happened automatically. That's fine. That scout is blocked. And did we take care of the citizens? No, we did not. Sister in 8 turns. 1 turn till new citizen. Okay, we'll go ahead and lock in one of these. But let us open up a new couple of those so that, well, no, the government's going to stick them right there. That's 2 production. Sadly, there is no amount of food that will outweigh a hammer in the governor's production focus eyes. But again, that's to our advantage, right? Food is processed first, then hammer, so we always want them to go with any amount of hammer for the new citizen. That's always worth it. Because it's just free stuff. And we all like our free stuff. Let's get an extra one there. Gotham. Again, we don't need all that extra hammer. That's overkill. Let's focus on culture. Okay. And Bloodhaven. Yeah, I took care of you right away. Alright. Next turn, please.